I'm Henri Simpson in the Fort Lauderdale office of H&H. I was the project manager for the North Causeway Bridge project. The North Causeway Bridge project is a multidisciplinary major project in the northern portion of FDOT District 4. The purpose and need for this project is to replace the aged 2,100-foot low-level bascule bridge crossing the Indian River Lagoon. The bridge has structural deficiencies from many years of salt water from the recreational vehicles corroding the deck elements, and it'll also pass its functional life, being that it was built in the 60s and it's more than 50 years old at this point. The bridge is also functionally obsolete, being that the typical section of the bridge, as you look down the line, doesn't have the lane widths that you need or the shoulder widths, and didn't really have protected functional multimodal sidewalk facilities. In addition to that, the community also had quite a bit of congestion that related to the railroad crossings on the west side of the bridge approach and the bascule span itself, which opens for high-mast boats backing up traffic during the high seasonal traffic, and were mostly recreational users. H&H was trusted by the FDOT District 4 to provide the leadership and project management on the replacement of this project. Not only were we the prime consultant, but we also led the bridge structure design and also roadway design for the project. We had multiple sub-consultants that supported us on drainage, environmental, some structures as well, but H&H was the leader driving this project for the department. So this project has several significant challenges, and really they stem from the site constraints. The bridge is crossing the Indian River Lagoon, and that has its own marine construction challenges associated with it. Also, driving piles into the water can be a challenge. The contractors did work their way through some hard driving at first, so that's been going very successfully. You also have utilities that are flanking the bridge, and the bridge itself, and also on the upland areas. Many utilities were not exactly where they were thought to be by the owners, so there were many relocations, but also some additional adjustments needed during the construction phase. In addition to that, the geometry itself was quite challenging. The bridge starts going up from US 1, crosses over Old Dixie Highway, crosses over the railroad, and kind of goes along as a viaduct until you get to the lagoon, where it now climbs up, and actually it's 85 foot of clearance at the channel. So just getting that to come up and back down and tie in a reasonable distance, accommodating all the different clearances, that was also a major challenge on the project. There's also environmental constraints on either side of the lagoon that needed to be navigated. The environmental considerations for this project were established during the NEPA process, and becomes a project commitment throughout the final design and construction of the project. On both sides of the Indian River Lagoon, you have seagrasses that we had minimize our impact through the NEPA process. We need to make sure that continues throughout, and that includes construction activities. The contractor has installed sheet piles around each foundation to act as the cofferdam that reduces the turbidity, which is the dust coming up from the bottom of the lagoon. And we want to mitigate that so that there's no adverse effects on the flora in the area. And there's also mangroves on the east side that create that natural barrier for resilience, and we want to minimize the impacts of that as well with our new project. From an environmental perspective, it's a very corrosive environment also, and we've designed and detailed our concrete elements to be the most durable possible for this type of environment. The FDOT has employed several innovative materials as part of their routine approach to bridges in very extremely corrosive areas like this. So although the FDOT has embraced them, they're still not commonly used around the country, and I would consider them as innovative. The fiber reinforced polymers that we've used in low-level areas where the water splashes and you can't expect to be high enough to kind of stay clear of the chlorides has helped protect these structures, allows them to last a lot longer, minimize the maintenance costs. An additional innovative approach we've had to try to alleviate the temporary impacts of the construction on the commuters is a smart work zone approach to some key intersections throughout the project that in real time capture the traffic loads at those intersections and adjust the signals so that we can move traffic as efficiently as possible and minimize the impacts to the community. Building on the NEPA process community engagement, H&H also provided significant community stakeholder engagement throughout the design phase of the project, and also that continues in the construction phase. We met with the county, we met with the other major stakeholders of the local cities. We also met with emergency responders, met with the railroad. We really made sure that we got all our input into the project construction documents to try to mitigate the disruption to all of those stakeholders as much as possible and to provide the final product that the whole community will be proud of. For the North Causeway Bridge project, H&H brought a wealth of value to the project leadership on this team. FDOT has a very robust and wise project process. They trust us to understand that process and make sure that we can intervene along the way if we see that there are additional steps need to be made for the future project success. Elements like utility coordination, right-of-way coordination, public involvement, railway coordination, all critical to the project success. In addition to our expertise as bridge designers, we have the ability to look at the schedules and these processes and make sure they go in the right direction. From the bridge perspective, H&H has a wealth of experience in delivering projects such as this, parallel bridge replacements over very pristine environmental areas, and that allows us to anticipate issues that can come before they become issues and really try to give the project the best opportunity for success for both the DOT and for the communities.